All right, we're back. So we've gone through first couple exercises, how to get soft, to get the head and neck bending and getting them kind of following their nose and getting control of their body a little bit to bend their body and stand their shoulder up. And we went through how to move their shoulders away and in, out of where they're bending. If you're going into a right circle, moving the shoulder to the left with the right bend or flexion, and going to the left with the left flexion and moving the shoulder to the right. And so now what we're going to talk about is your leg will be in position 2, and this is strictly, I call it the rib cage, but you're really just side passing or two tracking or half passing, whatever you want to call it. Half passing is really is more of a dressage, lope, or two track type deal. But your leg would be in position 2. And all I do, I don't want to pick her up at all. I want to just have enough there, contact on her to stop her from going forward. And if I'm going to move her to the left, my right leg is going to be in position 2, and my left leg will be off. The only time I would use it is if I was moving and I was needing to move somewhere and get her to going forward. So I'll just hold her kind of straight. And if I even have to bend her to the side of the leg I'm using, I can. My ultimate goal would be to kind of keep her body straight. Get her to step over a couple of steps just like that. Okay, so then we'll do it again. See if I can get her to step over just a couple of steps just like that. Okay, that's good. Do it again. Now remember, my leg's in position 2. If at any time they start zigzagging, you can move your leg back and forth to get that body moving. And a lot of times this exercise is really great to start on the fence because you don't have to worry about them moving forward. And what I mean by that is you can put their head and neck, their head right up straight to the fence and move their body. And when you start this, you're probably going to have to zigzag. You might have to move the front end and then move the back end. And then move the front end and then move the back end. And then little by little, all of a sudden you put your leg in the middle and their whole body just takes a few steps over, just like that. You want to be very careful when you're doing this too, that as they straighten out and start moving their whole body, they don't lead with the shoulder. And what I mean by that is you don't want them moving sideways, but their body crooked and their shoulder leaning out here like this and going. Because if you do that, you're getting too much weight and your body's getting crooked. You want to try to keep their, if anything, I would lead with the hip a little bit, but I would rather the body just be straight. So when I do this, see her shoulder kind of left. There we go, good. So now her shoulder left. I'm gonna bend her and move her hip over to straighten it up. Right there. I'm just picking her up enough so she doesn't move off forward. So now I'm gonna go back the other direction. My left leg in position 2. I want to see if I can just get her to move over. There, a couple of steps. Good. I'll do it again. Oh, see her hip left, but that's okay. Just wait on them. Oh, there went her shoulder. So now I'm going to get her hip. I'm going to go now I get her hip. There. Now I'll see if I can just move her straight across. See how I'm having to keep her bent a little bit? That's okay. She's not as good over here as she is on the other side. All the horses have a little bit of different, or one side stronger than the other, so I'm going to put my leg here and see if I can just move her straight over. See, she's kind of getting wiggly on me. There. And I've got that left leg in position 2, and my right leg is off. So we'll come back over here and kind of get lined up again. And you want to have this extremely good before you start walking and trotting with it. Okay, I'm going to go on this left leg again. See if I can get her just to take a few steps over straight. Just like that. Good. Good. So that in essence is the center rib cage or side pass, two track, whatever you want to call it. So now I'm gonna come around, I'm gonna walk towards the camera, and I'm gonna move her while she's walking, see how that is. I may have to stop and get her just to do it standing still. Like I said, anytime you're doing any of this, for any reason, if it's not good, just stop, go to the slower gait and fix it. So I'm gonna go right here and I'm gonna put my right leg in position too. See if I can just, there, that's great. Okay, I'm gonna let her off. That was really, really good. I'm gonna let her walk around here just a minute. And this is, again, what you would wanna do in progression. You'd want to do it at a standstill, then you'd want to do it at a walk, and then at a trot, but you don't progress up until the previous one is extremely good and really solid. So then I'm going to come over here and pick her up, see if I can get her. See, she's actually better moving forward. That's good right there. So I'm going to let her walk off. And I let them walk off just to let them relax. I don't see how she's putting her head down. She doesn't have a whole lot of care right now. That's good. I really focus on wanting to keep these horses quiet, keep them happy, keep them soft. So anyway, that's the third exercise of moving the body in a 2-track side pass, whatever you want to call it, a half pass. And what you need to do to progress that and make sure when you're progressing that it's extremely good and solid at the previous gait. And at any time, if it falls apart at the faster gait, slow down and fix it. Because if you don't, you can create more problems. So anyway, we'll be back in a bit and we'll show you this 4th exercise and how they all have to get tied together. And I appreciate you watching. Thanks.